this on. Oh, shoot. I have to do it again.
When we first started dyeing, we knew that we wanted to make a completely original thing, or a fabric that was unusual and something that sort of blurred the line between art and clothing.
The irejime technique was our first original technique because it's easier and you can keep the whole thing consistent. When we first started doing it, we were really exact and intricate about everything.
These are just pieces of laser cut plexiglass, just anything that the clamp can press up against.
Now we've kind of been a little looser, pulling out the fabrics and kind of creating our own fold. And then we brought in arashi. It's also known as pole binding. Normally it's like a firm PVC pipe, but we've been using these bendy tubes. It allows the dye to get into the fabric in a different way.
Spaces with less pressure, like here and up here, will create the gradients of blue. There are so many variables. There's the temperature of the water, how much dye you put in,
how much salt.
Yeah, how much salt, how much pressure, how much other fabric is in the dye bath absorbing it. Even though you can sort of control things, there's still that element of surprise, which has led to discovery. That's sort of how the particle came about. It was a spill.
And I loved it. We have to soak it in our soda ash and salt.
It's pretty simple. There's no resist, and this isn't a shibori-based technique, so it's more of a dye art. All of the particles of dye will be one shade of blue.
This is our charcoal gray, our earth color. You're gonna see all of these composite colors come out. So many people are doing tie-dye and shibori right now that a lot of it looks really similar. And this was something that we feel like is really unique to our brand.
Neither one of us comes from a fashion background, so when we were wearing these scraps around and thinking about what we were doing, we thought it would just be for us.
And then we started making these wraps, and a few stores picked us up, and it's been a really organic process.
This is the first piece of clothing we ever made. It was sort of like a crash course in the industry for us, and we learned so much. So
we're still learning so much.
Yeah. I've never been in here together before.